Mr. Potter and Tabby walk the dog. Chapter 1 The Lollipop. Mr. Potter and his fine cat Tabby lived next door to Mrs. Teaberry and their small dog Zeke. Mrs. Teaberry sometimes gave Mr. Potter eggplant for his supper, and Mr. Potter sometimes gave Mrs. Teaberry kiwis for her lunch. They were very happy living side by side. One day, Mrs. Teaberry slipped on a kiwi and hurt her foot. Mr. Potter and Tabby took her to the doctor. The doctor said, "This foot needs a rest. No walking Zeke for a week." "No walking Zeke for a week?" cried Mrs. Teaberry. "But who will walk my little lollipop?" She always called Zeke her little lollipop. Then Mr. Potter, who had a very soft heart, said, I will walk your little lollipop." Mrs. Teaberry was happy, but she was a little worried. "I hope he doesn't tug," she said. "Oh, no," said Mr. Potter. "Zeke won't tug." "I hope he doesn't wrap around trees," she said. "Oh, no," said Mr. Potter again. "Zeke won't wrap." "And I hope he doesn't chase other dogs," she said finally, "especially the big ones." "Oh, no," said Mr. Potter for the last time. "Zeke is a good dog. Zeke is a fine dog." Mr. Potter looked at the little lollipop. "Zeke is a dream dog," Mr. Potter said with a smile. Chapter 2 The Nightmare. Zeke was a nightmare. The first day, Mr. Potter and Tabby took him for a walk. He tugged. He tugged and tugged and tugged. He tugged Mr. Potter and Tabby through the yards and creeks and houses they had never been through before. When Mr. Potter and Tabby got home, they had to have some warm milk and pudding and a nap. "Zeke is not a dream dog," Mr. Potter said to Tabby when they woke up. "Zeke is a nightmare." The second day, they took him for a walk. Zeke wrapped around trees. He wrapped around an elm tree. He wrapped around a pine tree. He wrapped around a pear tree. And he always wrapped Mr. Potter and Tabby with him. When Mr. Potter and Tabby got home, they had to have some warm milk and popovers and a nap. "Zeke is not a dream dog," Mr. Potter said to Tabby when they woke up. "Zeke is a nightmare." The third day, Zeke chased dogs, and he didn't chase little ones. He chased big ones. He chased a Russian wolfhound. He chased a Great Dane. He chased a Saint Bernard. He chased them until they got bored with being chased. Then they turned around and chased Zeke and Mr. Potter and Tabby. The dogs chased them through yards and creeks and houses they had never been through before. When Mr. Potter and Tabby got home, they had to have some warm milk and shortbread and a nap. Zeke is not a dream dog, Mr. Potter said to Tabby when they woke up. Zeke is a nightmare. And the two of them sat a long time wondering what to do. They weren't sure they could live through 4 more days with the Lollipop. Chapter 3, The Dream Dog. Here's the deal, Zeke, Mr. Potter said on the 4th day. You be a good dog, and every day after our walk, you'll get a nice surprise. Zeke was a smart dog. He knew what a deal was. The fourth day, he didn't talk, he didn't rap, he didn't chase. He was a dream dog. So Mr. Potter and Tabby took him to the Frosty Freeze. Zeke had a hot fudge sundae with extra cherries. The 5th day, Zeke didn't talk and he didn't rap, he didn't chase. He was a dream dog again. So Mr. Potter and Tabby took him to the swimming pool. He jumped off the diving board 15 times. On the 6th day, Zeke was a dream dog, and he went to the carnival. On the 7th day, Zeke was a dream dog, and he went to the zoo. When Mr. Potter and Tabby took Zeke home for the last time, Mrs. Teaberry asked, "Was Zeke a good lollipop?" And Mr. Potter, who had brought her pecans instead of kiwis, smiled the biggest smile. He said, "Zeke was a dream lollipop." Then he and Tabby said goodbye and went home and had a party. The end.